First year at Baylor was pretty crazy. It was the first time I was living away from home. First time, living outside, not living with my parents, living in a town, not my hometown. And of course, first time in grad school. So a lot of new things. And I got a girlfriend, and there was some issues that she was dealing with and I was dealing with, and so that made things even more complicated. So my life was very chaotic, and it was also difficult. Anytime you go into a new situation, new environment, new town, all these new things, you have to build up community, and that was difficult for me in many facets. The church I started going to was brand new, and the only college students were me and my girlfriend at the time. The program I was in only had one other student, with American Studies, and journalism is connected with that. It was only about 6 journalism students, and most of them were part-time students and had jobs and had a family responsibilities, so they weren't around that much, and there wasn't a lot of events in general for all of us, and just the nature of grad school, there's a lot less geared for grad school is with the college, and different majors are more separated from each other, and so basically my social network connection was very, very small, minute, and social has been something that's always been kind of hard for me. I didn't get a lot of acceptance and find a lot of community myself growing up outside of my church and my family, and so it's something that's kind of hard for me to reach out and to try to do. I guess naturally my brain's like, it's not going to work, or it's not going to be something you like, or something worth it. So it's a little difficult. So all that to say, that made things more difficult, and community is very important. And my first semester, I started taking this independent study, and it was basically a journalism research paper in grad school. And American Studies is great, but it's also very hard because in undergrad I was English, and I learned it wasn't a whole lot different than high school, but you learn how that works, how to write an English paper, what's expected, the rhetoric, the language you use in English, how you analyze things, how you write, discuss, how the classes work. With American Studies, it's everything with the arts. So I took a journalism class, English class, and a history class, all in the same semester. But in grad school, things are different in general, so you have to learn how it works in grad school as far as research and the reading, and just how papers works, research papers, and every major has their own way they write research papers. So I had to learn the journalism way, the English way, and the history way. So that's all very difficult, and just everything going on, and made things hard. But we go through the hardest times. So I think I've grown a lot in a very short amount of time from this experience. Although it's been very painful and very dark at some points. And I'm still, obviously, we all are still growing, still learning. And I haven't mastered grad school, if I ever will master grad school. One thing I found out is that every grad student feels like an imposter, feel like they're just out there like trying to make it look like they know what they're doing. We all feel like we're imposters. But knowing that it's so much more relieving. So I'm not the only one. Everyone else here feels like this. Professors, they can be really intimidating. They have a lot of knowledge. They're very smart. They've been there before. They know their subject well. That's what they have passion for. But I guess especially at Baylor, professors I've encountered, they want the students to succeed, and if you're trying hard, professors are going to work with you to succeed, and what you produce might not be the best, but they're going to work with you with that and try to help you, and so despite my imperfect work, my professors are gracious and helpful and understanding pressures and what goes on in grad school, and so I survived, and my first semester felt like I was just trying to float, just trying to find my bearing, find the direction I was going. And this semester I feel a little more like, okay, I've got a good, I know what's going on now, I've got a bearing where I am, direction, so now it's just learning to swim well, and it was nice coming into grad school because God opened the door to come to Baylor with full scholarship and TA position and stipend. It's all very, very good stuff, and a lot of grad students don't get those things. So it was definitely like something that I felt very called, that God was leading me towards. Maybe one of the clearest times that I've seen God say, hey, this is where you need to go. Something we don't get very clear a lot of times in our lives. But when I got here, I didn't know what was after that. I don't know what I'm going to do with the job. And that's hard. God wasn't clearly showing me open doors anymore. But it was good for my faith. It wasn't being babied anymore, and that's good for my faith. If we are babied our whole lives and say, hey, go here, then we're never going to learn to have faith, rely on God, and think independently, and really grow and be strong in our faith. So it was necessary, and it was beneficial, and I don't begrudge that, and it's still I still have a clear picture, but I know that God is leading me, and it's not about figuring things out in the future. It's about daily following Him where you are, and trusting that He'll lead you in the right direction. Not that we shouldn't make plans and have ideas, but not be set on those plans and ideas, and be willing for God to say, hey, that's not what I want you to do, or maybe Him saying, this is where I want you to go, and then you start doing it, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work, and you think, well, I thought that's where you told me to go. It's like, yes, but I did, but now I have a different plan for you. So just being flexible and open to God's direction. And it's funny too, because I thought that American Studies, I thought it was another English degree. Honestly, I think I applied too late, and there was not any other options to choose for the English focused degrees. So it's American Studies. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll go with that one. But I didn't realize it was everything within the arts. But that was another God thing. Is I'm not sure in English. A lot of different many interests within the arts, and so it's actually perfect for me because I can look around at different things and see which one I enjoy, which one I want to do as a career. And so that's another God thing. So that was amazing. This semester was I think that I got a relationship kind of out of desperation, out of loneliness, out of insecurity, of just not knowing what was going on in grad school and not being ready, and just a lot of loneliness, I guess. And my girlfriend had things she was going through, and so she also probably got in a relationship out of hardship, out of things she's going through. So it was good in some ways. We helped each other, but not being firm in our own walk with God, and relying on each other to solve issues going on, and that continuing in our relationship, that was a recipe for failure, and eventually it did. Thankfully not too detrimental to our walk with God and our lives and school. And so, I mean, I regret things in that relationship. I don't regret the relationship itself. God works in all things good. But it taught me where I need to be in relationships, where I'm not yet. And so it was good. Taught me a lot. And after that, just any relationship, get used to being together and having that communication and just that companionship, and that no longer being the case. The loneliness once again set in. It took me a while, but I did learn to deal with that and learn where the source was at, where that came from. And for the first time in my life, I really felt at peace and content being alone. Now, I didn't forsake relationships. I didn't forsake community. Still strove for that. I think that people can go too extreme on being content with loneliness, or too extreme on just being content with people all the time, and not really experiencing being alone. So I think good balance is important. And so I try to find that balance. This semester I found good community, found a counselor, found a good group to help me in my struggles.